Hi, everyone. Welcome to Alternavita. Thank you for joining me today. Just a second here. I'm adjusting my volume. So, again, thank you for joining me today. A little update on how things are going with the changes, and unfortunately, immuneforlife.com is taken. So, of course, that would be my first choice. But we're putting our heads together and trying to come up with a suitable alternative or a way around it or some other spelling or something to help that along. And excuse my appearance. Oops. I really need a haircut. I really need hair color. But that's the story of my life. I have plans and God laughs, I laugh, and then it's better luck next time, kid. So today I'm just going to go back to critical info, and then I'm going to wrap it around to children and adults, and then I'm going to show you how MAF, gcmaf, and colostrum, bovine colostrum, and the Immune for Life drink help you to reverse these types of immune dysfunctions. So, okay, let's get started. Let's go back to, and I'm going to be flipping around here to between my book and different pages here. So let's go back to WHO statements in the 2017 Millennium Goal. Breastfeeding, food security, and water security, meaning sanitation, are major protective factors against malnutrition and critical factors in the maturation of healthy gut microbiota, characterized by a transient bifidobacterial bloom before a global rise in anaerobes. This microbiota, what's the word? Microbiota alteration is associated with a form of acute malnutrition known as SAM. So later, when the gut isn't properly formed, later the absence of healthy, mature gut microbiota leads to deficient energy. This is when you begin eating and supposedly getting your nutrition mostly from food or from food, leads to deficient energy harvest, vitamin biosynthesis, and immune protection. It's associated with malabsorption, and therapeutic diet and infection treatment may be unable to restore bifido and HMAGM, and we know that it does not. So that's why I do not rely on diet, even a fiber-rich diet, because the father of the microbiota, father of the microbiome, already tried that. And let me just read this again. The microbiota of malnourished children is immature, lagging in development behind that of their healthy peers. Supplementing these children's meals with widely used therapeutic foods, and that included fiber-dense foods, increases calories and nutrient density and reduces death from malnutrition, but it does not fix their persistent microbiota immaturity. And perhaps more insidious than slowing the growth is malnutrition's effect on less visible aspects of health, including dysfunctional immunity, which follow these children throughout their lives. So I hope I can find, well, I could just do it this way, I suppose. Okay, so we're going to move on to the infant. And we're going to tell you why this is important. Okay. Milk, a life-giving force for immunity. Colostrum is such an important part of mammalian evolution that most mammals literally cannot survive without it, and the human mammal may be no different. First of all, the placenta is not effective at transferring antibodies. But more importantly here, the infant has an immature immune system throughout childhood, and the infant's immune system remains immature and functionally naive at birth. This lack of prior exposure causes a lack of immune memory, and this condition continues throughout childhood. B. breve, which is a bifido found in breast milk, balances the immune Th1, Th2, and it balances the Th1, Th2 response in infants, according to researchers, and promotes the differentiation of naive T cells to Th1 and hence establish the balance of Th1, Th2 that is naturally skewed post-birth. And this goes both ways. It also helps the mother reverse her immune state. Breastfeeding helps the mother reverse her immune state that is skewed during pregnancy. Colostrum is most important to an individual at birth. Numerous types of antibodies are associated with reducing the threat of type 1, systemic lupus, and rheumatoid arthritis. Before and during birth, a baby then receives other types of antibodies from the mother's blood serum. And a mother's final gift to her newborn is the gift of breast milk, which contains a variety of antibodies designed to help the infant grow and develop, including the proliferation of stem cells and regulation of gene function. So, a healthy microbiome is required for host homeostasis. And another important part of these are the oligosaccharides found in milk. And these are non-digestible milk sugars that show a direct bifidogenic effect on the gut. These serve as prebiotics, and they act independently of the microbiota, even though they have such a major bifidogenic effect on the gut. So they exert a profound immune influence. So, and here we go with 2016 research. Milk is a postnatal imprinting system stabilizing FOXP3 expression and regulatory T cell differentiation. Accumulating evidence underlies that milk is a complex signaling and epigenetic imprinting network that promotes stable FOXP3 expression and long-lasting TREG differentiation, crucial postnatal events preventing atopic and autoimmune diseases. And this is from Clinical Translational Allergy 2016. So there you have it, the importance for the infant. And now let's go back to the importance for the adult. And that was back here in critical info. And back in tolerance. Tolerance is the ability of the immune system to see and respond appropriately, and without galactose, a necessary sugar, the immune system cannot see. Lactose is made up of glucose and galactose. And what does that mean in simple language? It's a state of unresponsiveness of the immune system or to substances or tissue that have the capacity to elicit an immune response in a given organism. The Th1 cytokine profile is vital for clearance of certain organisms and ancillary immune activity. A limiting effect on this profile may result in reduced chances of overcoming infections, and it depends on effective macrophage activation. Persistent blockade of these receptors has led to the breakdown of immune self-tolerance, thereby increasing susceptibility to autoimmune or autoinflammatory side effects, including rash, colitis, hepatitis, and endocrinopathies. And this is called checkpoint blockade toxicity. And it can occur with immunotherapy, including mAb drugs, cancer treatments, and it can also occur from injections. So let me quickly go back here to the beginning of my book, and then we will visit Dr. Nobuto Yamamoto and the discovery or the development, let's say, discovery and development of gcmaf regarding galactose. Okay. As you know, that includes the importance of vitamin D binding protein, GC globulin, which is the GC, and GCMAF. Okay. Just a minute, I have to make this larger so I can read faster. Okay. I'm at Bravo Yogurt. Of course, I'm going to give a nod to that. What I want is Nobuto Yamamoto. May. Okay, many substances can activate macrophages. Some probiotics are able to independently activate macrophages, and enzymes in certain strains of microorganisms contained in yogurt and kefir are able to convert milk GC protein into active DPBMAF. So let me get, he should be back here. Okay. Stepwise treatment of purified GC protein with immobilized B-galactosidase, which is an enzyme, generates probably the most potent macrophage activating factor ever discovered that produces no side effect in humans. B-galactosidase, also called lactase. Beta-gal or B-gal is a glycoside hydrolase enzyme that catalyzes the hydrolysis of B-galactosides into monosaccharides through breaking of the glycosidic bond. B-galactosidase includes carbohydrates containing galactose, where the glycosidic bond lies above the galactose molecule. Okay, so there you have it. Keep galactosidase as a first stage modification. Keeper grain showed B-galactosidase enzyme activity, which stays active when consumed. And the enzymes found in keeper and yogurt, again, are able to convert GC globulin protein to macrophage activating factors during the fermentation process. So that is the discovery of natural oral immune therapy, gcmaf, Bravo yogurt, and other MAF products. But as you just read, it naturally occurs in kefir, yogurt, milk, and colostrum, because colostrum also contains GC protein. So the other enzyme is sialidase, and it is also naturally occurring in mammal milk and microbial interaction. So you get both. You need two and you get both from the same substances. So, okay, that's just one more reason why you should buy Immune for Life and learn all about this to stay healthy for life, whether you happen to be born with this unfortunate occurrence of being not breastfed, or whether you were unfortunately what would the word be? I don't want to use the word victim, but unfortunately had the occurrence of some type of checkpoint blockade toxicity or some other systemic assault that affected your immune system negatively and it became chronic. So you can guess, you can assume for yourself whether you are in that category. Is it maybe you got what you needed as a child, but then some unfortunate circumstance affected your immune system negatively and you just can't seem to get well from it. I personally am in the first category, and that was a lifelong thing for me that just kept getting worse and worse. So each one has to determine their own result. But that's just one more reason why you should stick with Immune for Life, and as long as it takes. At the minimum, it is 4 to 6 months, and at the most, it is probably about 18 to 24 months, and then it is simply a matter of maintenance, probably for the rest of your life if you are in my category, but that the amount of maintenance that you will require is probably highly individualized. But I just know for myself, probably 3 months of serious slacking off is about the most I can go before I begin to have some serious reversals in my great health. So, okay, everyone, I'll keep you updated on what's coming next, and I hope you found this helpful. Get this out of the way here. I hope you found this helpful, and please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And please come back and check out my new site because everything is going to be quite different, hopefully. Okay, thanks again, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.